morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Back to work. We've got the 14 back in today. The guys are already down there. They've made a start. I'm just on my way. I had a couple of things to do this morning and sort out. Ironically, I heard back from the structural engineer finally, literally after the video. So apparently he wasn't well. I think he was in the hospital, so that's why we hadn't heard from him for a while. Because I was waiting for some information from him that the council was requesting, so he's going to get that to me now. But I think I'm not going to really bother him with that padstone, because it's already what's been agreed as far as the building control drawing. So you know, we're not going to go back and start changing things, and it's going to cost money to redesign stuff. So we're just going to have to go with what we have. And to be honest, I looked at it and so many comments, so many different ideas, great ideas, things I thought of, things I never thought of. And I think I kind of decided what I'm gonna do, kind of ish. Well, a lot of people were saying that I could, you know, shave the padstone down a bit and then use some brick slips to cover the padstone from the outside. Now, yes, that is an idea, but the only thing is, because it's a structural element, I wouldn't really want to tamper with the padstone. I don't think it's a good idea to tamper with a structure. And even though it might be, you know, 20 mil, 2 centimeters, at the end of the day, everything is calculated, you know. And I don't know what the tolerances are of removing, you know, that amount of material on what the padstone is doing, you know. So I think that one is going to have to be out. If it wasn't a structural element, then that would definitely be a good option. But I'm not really prepared to you know, hack into the stone or affect it. Also, I've got to consider if there was some issue that came up with the house in the future, some sort of issue, whether or not it was or not connected to that padstone. If it was found that the padstone had been, you know, tampered, that could, you know, invalidate sort of insurances for me, and, you know, put blames on me and stuff. So, you know, one thing with me when it comes to structural work, I try to go 100% to what has been designed, so I don't deviate from that, you know, unless I have something that's been redesigned, you know what I mean? So I think that was sort of out of the question, that one. A lot of people mentioned putting a fake vent there, which is an idea. You could stick a fake vent over it, because it's about the right size, and you would never know. You just think it's a vent in the wall. So that's definitely an option of if covering it. Others are saying just leave it. You know, it's just a part of the whole thing, and you know, the history of this build. And to be honest, it didn't look too bad. I think when we've done all the brickwork and everything is done, and then all the roof is on, we can really look at it and see what it looks like. And I think even just coloring it in to the same color the bricks, even if it was just to dye the stone itself, I think it would look better than it being gray. But so that's an option. Engraving it is a cool idea as well, with something meaningful. Somebody said put 2024, could be that. Maybe the customer might have something that they would want in it. It could be something. So that's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, just trying to think what was. Obviously, some people were talking about repositioning it, putting a padstone on the internal wall. So there is an exterior and an internal wall. There's 2 walls and people mentioned about cavity. There isn't really a cavity on this wall. As I mentioned, it was a solid wall. It's actually just, you know, 2 bricks side by side. So it's essentially a sort of solid wall, like the rest of the houses, the original house. So there's no cavity in between. So there isn't really an inner and outer wall. Although there's an inner and outer skin, it's all one complete wall, and it's treated as one wall for the purposes of the calculations and so on. So I couldn't just put a padstone on the internal skin. The loading has been based, and the calculations for the loadings have been based on the 2 skins, you know, the strength of the 2 skins. And if I just put it on the one skin, then that deviates from the design, as far as the structural design, and whatever calculations that have been done would all be compromised if I did that. So I do have to put the padstone on the internal and external skins, and the weight of the steel and the walls above would be pushing down through both the inner and outer skin, and not just the inner skin, if that makes sense. Now for the other steel, just at the end of that padstone, we go into the cavity wall. So the wall becomes a cavity wall, and on that cavity wall we have another steel only on the internal wall. Now that steel is not carrying much weight. It's literally just carrying and supporting the end of that timber bay window. So there's not a lot of weight there. So I guess it's been designed that can sit on the internal skin. So there must be a reason why that solid wall was put there, and why one steel sits on that wall and one steel sits on the cavity. So I have to just trust in what the engineer has calculated and designed, considering the whole structure, the whole building. You know, there's a lot to consider that's taken into consideration when these calculations are done. So, you know, it's not my field, and I can't, you know, sort of go against what has been designed. So I think I can't really put it on the internal. It's got to sit on both as it is now. And I think for now we're just going to brick around it and leave it in situ. And I think the idea will probably be either leave it as it is, or try to color it in somehow to blend in a bit more, or cover it with a vent or something, or some sort of feature, or a plaque, or, you know, something like that. I think it just has to be masked rather than changed. It just has to be masked. So thanks for everybody's ideas. It was really good to read all the ideas. So many comments. I haven't responded to them, but I did read a lot of them last night. I was really tired when I got in, so I haven't been to respond, but thank you for all the comments. But yeah, so it's raining as it is now. Probably hopefully doesn't rain for another hour. It should clear up a bit. You know, it's London weather, you know what it's like. But I'm just pulling up to site right now. The guys are there, as I said, they've started. So I'm going to jump on with the brickwork. I think what we'll probably end up doing today is finishing where the bifolds are, both sides, and block work to get ready for lintel. We might even give to get the lintel on for the bifolds today, possibly. I want to sort out the bad brickwork below that window on the side of the house where all that brickwork was falling out, because we have a pitch roof here and we're going to have a wall plate bolted to the wall. So we need to sort that brickwork out. So that's one of my priority jobs to do today, sort that brickwork, get it sound, so that when we're ready to put the wall plate and bolt it to the wall, the walls are solid in that area, you know, give it some time to set and stuff like that. So yeah, we got a busy day today, and hopefully finish all the brickwork, all the bricks that we have, and finish the block work, and then I'll be able to calculate how many more bricks I need, and then get those bricks in, and then finish that long side wall, the 6 meter side wall, with whatever bricks that we have left to get. So that is the plan for today, and let's see if we can achieve that today. So guys, I'll see you in a minute.
This camera, you don't give it a rest, you know. Man's just doing this camera, boy. These guys, I'm not serious.
What's that? How many blocks for the day? 6?
Yeah, man, there. Put on camera to make
blocks,
joke, you know.
Block number 6 for the day. What's it
Man,
now?
put on
4
camera
o'clock?
to make joke, you know.
Yeah, you did well, man. You did your 6 blocks, you know. Tomorrow you lay
But it's not
12.
the student, it's the teacher.
No, man.
Huh?
It's the student. It's always the
Is it
student.
now?
It's always the student.
Well, come out there.
Yeah, man. You're getting there, man. One more piece in it.
What you saying? Last piece to the puzzle.
Yeah.
And you go on camera, innit?
Yeah. And then you can go home. You can go home after that, you know. Yeah. That bit to do there now. That bit to do up there. Alright guys, so we are done for today. Imagine that we just finished and it started raining. So I didn't get to film as much today. I've just been quite busy. But we done alright actually. Ken had to leave a bit early. He plays football, so he had a football match. So he's shut off early so he could get there in time for his game. I think they got some cup game or something. So good luck to Kenneth on that football match today. But we are, yeah, we've wrapped up for today now. We're finished now. Let me show you what we managed to do today. Right, okay guys, so that is it. That is the top of our brickwork for the flat roof. We're at that level now. So all we got is literally, I think, like maybe 2 courses of brick on the right hand side, and or 3 courses of brick and a course of block. Tristan, you guys saw Tristan done the pad stones. Let me see if I can get a bit closer. Show you guys that. Tristan done the pad stones there, the 2 pad stones for the 2 steels running across. Obviously I had done one of the pad stones yesterday, so we just got one more pad stone to do there, which is the opposite one for that side. And
basically that's it now, ready for those last few steels to go in. Also on the side, this has been the challenging bit, to try and get the brickwork to line up here on this side where the steel is. So the steel is really thick, so it caused me a lot of problems around here. So, you know, I had to get the joints really thin along that area, but a lot of that you're not going to see because the roof is coming out here. It's going to come out a bit, so a lot of that is going to be buried in the roof, thankfully. So you're probably going to see more from about here onwards. So yeah, literally we almost got that last corner up, just maybe 2.5 bricks. We ran out of mortar and we've closed up this side, or that corner of the house is all done. So now all we've got to do now is work on this, literally just this wall here now, and a couple of blocks on inside. Also we did the cavity tray. We put a lintel in here. See if I can show you guys that. Cavity lintel here for the bifold. She's here. We've got cavity lintel. We've got cavity tray. You can see where the wheat vents are. I haven't pushed them in yet. Every 2 bricks we've got one. We've got a DPC in there as well. And that goes onto the inner leaf. So we just got 1 row of blocks to run along on the inside from here and around the corner to there. And that is all the brickwork done on this side. And essentially, once those 2 steels go in, we'll be ready to build the flat roof in this area. Once we get the flat roof in this area, we're going to rebuild this whole thing which is falling apart, rip all this cement off, and then we're going to probably cover it in cement boards, mesh it, and probably K-rend it, the same K-rend as the house, so it matches that sort of off-white. That's what we plan to do with that area there, and then that will just nice it up. We're going to change the windows and everything, but once we've got the flat roof, we'll be able to work on that window quite easily from the flat roof. So we'll leave it until a flat roof is done. I didn't get, unfortunately, this far, which was to work on the brickwork in this area here. If you guys can see the state of that, we need to sort that out. So that is the next job, to sort that brickwork out. We can get rid of those acros. We're going to sort all the brickwork here all the way on top of the steel, do that bit. Once that's done, we can get a wall plate along that wall there, wall plate for the pitch roof that's going to be coming along here. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you guys, that's it. I am home now, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and we see you guys in the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching.